Hello, ladies and gentlemen and human beings. My name is Helium Lemon 15, and you're watching my commentated playthrough of Endless Ocean Blue World, Part 52b. So we are headed to the Antarctic Ocean, in the game, not in real life. And as I mentioned in the last episode, I was feeling kind of sick a week ago, and I got really addicted to this game because it was so relaxing, and I recorded a bunch of it. Although I recorded some more recently. This gets to, well, because I chop everything up. Do you remember the request to get a piece of ancient ice? According to the client, it's near those icebergs. AS-2230, I guess is the iceberg, which fortunately they have indicated on the map. So yeah, this is pretty easy. It's just part of the Pride of the Salvage King side quest, and they want you to come here and look for some weird ice that's ancient. I don't know. I don't understand it. Today is April 29th. I am almost done with my sophomore year of college. Today is a Monday, and I usually don't have classes in the Monday morning, so I woke up before my mom so that I would have time to, sort of have the house to myself and record commentary for this episode. And now I'm worried that I'm talking too loud and that my mom's gonna wake up, but my mom's in the other room, so there we go. There's a big sparkly, making it obvious where the ice is. And there's a great white shark. Because this game takes every opportunity to remind you that, oh yeah, it's the game that has sharks in it. Which personally, I don't mind the sharks in this game so much. They don't scare me that much, but, well, now that I've played this game for so long and so many times. Actually, I don't know how many times necessarily I've played through this game. And my footage is blank, but this is supposed to be the iceberg cavern. And now I have to pause the recording. Two minutes and 52 seconds. I hate when that happens, because then I have to mess with my own recording. Hopefully that'll get sorted out. And we had a siren in the background, and now we have the completed map of the iceberg cavern. This is ancient ice. It doesn't look that different from normal ice to me. Well, I don't know anything about its value. The important thing is that I just worked out where to find it. Here's the reward from the client. Hayaka still kind of reminds me of, one of those kind of emotionless academic stereotypes that, they have on, The Big Bang Theory. I think that's kind of what they intended to be, but she's like an academic professor stereotype. So now we've completed another map. Yay. What else? I started playing a little bit of this game called Shelter 2 because it looked really interesting. It's sort of like this open world game where you're like a mother lynx with her cubs. I thought it was kind of interesting. I'm just not getting excited about the work lately. Just be grateful that we have work. We would be much worse off if we didn't have any. Come on, Grandpa, look at you sitting there reading your newspaper. It's like a waiting room here. It's like the waiting room at the end of Beetlejuice. I can't see. Come on, swap seats. Antarctic discovery, mysterious creature. What's all this about? A team conducting penguin research spotted a large shadow under the ice. The shadow... No? Was it Hunt? This is it. We'll track down this monster. Now, Oceana, don't get carried away. There's no such thing as monsters. There's no such thing as mysterious. It would just be a waste of time. I must say, this does sound interesting. I'm on board with this plan. Actually, I already know what it is. But I am interested in seeing it. Let's go and take a look. Nice. I'll probably have to get around to that in the next episode or two. I'm kind of scattered. I'm not doing these in any particular order. I've been mainly focusing on dolphin training, but I don't know if we'll get around to that in this episode. We might. And here I showed off a little bit of the Marine Life Encyclopedia. Also, my capture card, I don't know if it looked this way on the TV, but it's got like these weird these weird bars that show up. I wonder if there was a problem with my capture card when I was doing it, but whatever. I'm showing off my Marine Biology Encyclopedia just kind of because it's kind of cool to see like all the fish that you have and whatever. And now that we're at the end of the game, you can click on those shadows and find out like where on what map they actually live, so you can have like a pinpointed location to look for that fish. And then you can usually go there with Hayako or go there with Oceana, or if it's a small fish. Yeah, I can definitely see those bars now. That's weird. So because of this fish, whatever it is, I decided to go look in the Sahab region. So that's where we're gonna go next. The Sahab region in the Red Sea. It's so cool and fancy and Middle Eastern. Oh, and this guy's in Cicero Strait, but I wasn't motivated to go to Cicero Strait because I was a straight liar who does things. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Did I mention it was early in the morning? It's like 8:45 now. And I stopped the grandfather clock in my living room, which is not where I normally record, in the living room, but I stopped the clock anyway because I didn't want to be interrupted. And speaking of being interrupted, oh wow, yeah, I see those bars. It looks weird. Here's an ornate spiny lobster. That's so cool. It's kind of a funky color. It's like a funky blue color. The next fish we find, we're swimming out in the middle of here. This is the thing that shows when you dive with Hayako. He's got a pinpointed map of creatures. And there's all these thingies swimming around. And what are these guys? They are blackfin barracuda. Oh, that's so cool. Barracuda in this game are quite harmless. I know they're supposed to be pretty fearful in real life, where they have, actual teeth. I don't know. You talk about piranhas and barracudas. And these are some guys, this striped marlin. They're not quite swordfish, but they look like swordfish to me, so that's what counts. Their noses are not long enough to be swordfish, I guess, but I still like swordfish because of the Marx Brothers movie where the password is supposed to be swordfish, and I turned the sound off for this, but I'm gonna fix that in editing. We got a seashell. It's not worth very much. We got silver ore. It's worth a little more. We got a barrel, which is just kind of a normal looking wooden barrel. Got a titanium ingot. That's kind of cool. Ancient pottery. That's pretty generic. Packing straw. That looks kind of generic. Live torpedo. That looks kind of dangerous. Lead ingot. Glass boulogui, which is kind of boring, but at least it's a new addition to our collection. Oh, and a marble. That looks actually kind of cool. So, that was from a salvage exploration in the Zahab region depths, and partially just in the normal Zahab region. But, yeah, normally I just go to Volca Castle because of how valuable everything there is. But I wanted to go to the depths, and also because I was swimming so deep, my diving level increased. Yay, Salvage Journeyman. I don't know how far along my diving level is at this point because I haven't really checked the stats, but the stats are kind of boring. I can show the stats to you eventually. I think I show off like how far along I am with the titles at some point in this thing, but now I'm just going around talking to everybody. Hey, Jean-Eric. Hey, GG. Hey, man. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's the weather like these days? Well, we're on an island, so it's always sunny, and that's boring because I live in New York, where there's a lot of weather. So there's the titles we've gotten and the titles we have yet to get. There's some new stuff for the dolphins that we found and for the map that we just completed at the Iceberg Cavern. And we got a dolphin up to level 2. That was Barney. Viewed all animal scene events. Those are like movies that play about certain creatures. Talked while diving 100 times. That should be easy to get if I go around doing more guided tour requests. And here are the legendary creatures. I haven't found that many of the legendary creatures. So yeah, that's enough of that. Messing around and looking at that stuff. And it looks like we're at the end of this episode. I hope you found this one compelling. I hope this was interesting for you to watch Endless Ocean Blue World. And I'll see you in the next part. Goodbye.